I'm here with the Mayor Joshua Garcia, and Alicia Zoeller, the Director of the Office for Community Development, because, thank you, because um, there was $2 million was going to be allocated in ARPA funding for MIFA. That is the theater that's been raising money over a couple of decades to try to restore it and open it up to bring off-Broadway plays here and other events. Now, for a set of reasons that we don't need to get into right now, my sole interest is, okay, so the mayor, you did not allocate those $2 million to MIFA because it did not meet certain federal requirements. What happens now with that $2 million?
Well, so if you give me 2 minutes, I think it's still important to explain to the public
Okay.
and what happened because the Victory Theater project is a really good project. I still continue to support it, and we're actually talking about other ways of how we can support them. But I think it is important for the public to clarify to them what what happened to that 2 million and why it's being redirected which is more so more program parameters. And Alicia can explain.
So, because these are federal funds, they come with federal requirements. And one of the federal requirements is that all ARPA projects are under contract with the city of Holyoke and committed in the federal system. We have an online portal that we use, committed there by December 31st, 2024. So just about 6 weeks away. As part of that commitment, when we execute contracts with projects, any project, they have to demonstrate that the project is fully funded other than the federal investment that's being made, and that the project is going to go within the timelines of the federal program requirements. And so unfortunately, MIFA was not able to meet those timelines where we could be under contract with them by the end of this year and have the project fully completed and open by June 2026. And so because of that, the mayor had to withdraw the funds. The question of where are those funds? Those funds are here in-house, and we are going to, over the next couple of months, be seeking new proposals with an emphasis now on housing, because post-COVID, we're seeing here in the city of Holyoke, two areas of great need. And the first is owner-occupied housing. We have a tremendous need for rehab there. Folks that don't have heat, have leaking roofs, have lost their homeowners insurance. We know that we need to increase our rental housing portfolio. We know across the Commonwealth, I believe there's a 200,000 housing unit shortage. Here in the Valley, the last count was about 19,000 housing unit shortage. So we really want to try to bolster our housing unit count here in the city of Holyoke. And then the second piece that we're going to be soliciting proposals for is we have a number of projects that, because of cost overruns, supply shortages, old infrastructure here in the city, the projects that thought they were fully funded, particularly along High Street, they're finding that they're struggling to kind of get those projects over the finish line. And so over the next couple of months, we will be announcing some new programs to assist those developers both in the housing realm and in sort of the mixed use realm. So we've been working with the mayor and with Aaron Vega in the Office of Planning and Economic Development, having conversations about what sort of financing would push these projects to the finish line. And this is a perfect opportunity to take that money from MIFA and get these projects downtown over the finish line, and also support our homeowners.
So Mayor, in essence, then the bottom line is the city is putting that money to good use for the city. It's not returning the money back to the federal government saying, oh,
that's what we want to avoid, right? And that's, there were, as you heard from Alicia, there were specific guidelines. And I think the important date here is that June 30, 2026, that projects need to be completed by. And if this particular project, we committed 2 million, didn't finish by June 30, 2026. Is there potential to lose it? Or even potential to have to give money back or pay back money if we didn't follow the guidelines accurately with the federal government. And so to avoid that, certainly, well, just understand everything we do is to put it into good use. And to avoid that, yeah, we want to redirect that pivot quickly now, since time is winding down, to support the important needs. And in this case, we chose to focus on housing related issues and also close some project gaps that some of our current project proponents that are doing development in our downtown, putting old buildings back into use, that just need a little bit more to get to the finish line, among other, like replicating the neighborhood improvement program, trying to help homeowners fix specific code issues that might be going on. So those are the things that we're going to be trying to focus on as we move forward.
Hey, Alicia, do you have anything to add?
I would just add that the Office for Community Development committed on day one of the ARPA program that we would work to ensure that every penny is driven back into the city of Holyoke, and that we would not either lose any money as a result of audits, where we can avoid audit findings and have to do payback. We're doing the best we can with that. And then also making sure that every penny gets committed within the time frame and gets it locked in. We certainly don't want to be in a position where, February 1st, 2025 comes and the federal government is knocking on our door saying, you did not commit the money. Obviously you don't need it and we want it back. So we've been working since day one to prevent that and drive it right back in. I'd also say that all of our reporting is online if folks are interested in getting into the weeds. Our U.S. Treasury reporting is available at the Community Development's website. So if people really, want to get into it, those reports are there. So, but we're excited. We're excited to move forward and get the program closed out.
To be very clear, this has nothing to do with the Victory. Listen, the Victory Theater project is, despite what public opinion is, I know there's a lot of debate how long this project has taken and whatnot. It's still very much a project that we support here and continue to work with the team in trying to, close their gap, navigate what it is they need to navigate. Actually, there's a lot of work that's already been going on and underway. They've gotten permits for it to do. So there's things that are moving, and we continue to support them in any way that I'm able to. I still have laws I need to follow, rules and guidelines I need to follow. And depending on the different, I know we've talked to them before about how we can use other revenue sources that we have control over and doing other things to support the project.